All right, hello, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Day 24 on the count. Look, a few things I just want to say. First of all, if you're not in the Discord, join the Discord, right? A lot of people don't understand this, but first of all, this is the most transparent, the most quality top tier of education because first of all, I used to work for New York Stock Exchange. I also used to work for Bank of America and Wells Fargo. Also worked for Citibank, right? And then I worked for a casino and a little private firm. So nobody has the investment experience that I do. Now, with that being said, I still make mistakes, right? So, join. Everybody loves a Discord that has banter. Everybody loves a Discord that's not just trading, not just about trading, but also about having fun, right? So, we're gonna have some giveaways. We're gonna have movie nights. We're gonna have game nights. Join this damn Discord. So, if you don't know trading, if you don't want nothing to do with trading, this is still the place to be. This is why everything, though it's locked the moment, that's why we renamed this Discord as the Cave. Um, and everything is actually on the first half of the Discord. So once it's officially released, so join this Discord. Everybody talks about their trades. If you want to be part of my inner circle, and get free top tier mentorship help, then join it, right? So see, we're pretty active in here compared to actually the main chat, which is kind of expected. Now, that aside, um, took a loss today actually. So the current balance is, and then you can see it, right? So the current balance is 2051 dollars and 85 cents. Just to show you guys, down negative $50.20. Took what, 5 trades, and then if we just look over here, that's exactly what it says over here, right? So everything's up to date, everything matches. So you can't say this is some type of lie or anything. I'm the most transparent trader in this space. I'm the most legit trader. Now here, let me rant a little bit before we talk about our trade. Now I want to just say this. Um, what time did I take a screenshot of my setup? 8 minutes before market opening. Okay, 8 minutes before market opening. What time was this? About the same time, right? I mean, a minute or two, give or take, of a difference. But I literally took the screenshot of my bias exactly at that time. So, again, before we talk about it, I just want to say this straight up. I had a very busy morning. I had a lot of calls, I had a lot of work stuff and things to take care of in the morning while in a different country. It's very stressful. Very, very stressful. I've been basically awake for almost 8 hours right now, and right now it's 8:47 a.m. Um, it's I'm just running on fumes right now, and I'm absolutely just pissed off. I still came to trade though. I still spared 30 minutes and put my phone on DND and basically had a shit ton of voicemails and everything, missed calls and text messages to attend. I still spared 30 minutes and pushed everything to trade. Okay? Now, not everybody can even deal with that pressure to begin with. Actually, I don't even think there's five of you guys who are watching this. I don't even think there's actually 3 to 5 people of you who can trade under this amount of intense and immense pressure. Secondly, the amount of, right before I just pressed record, I was just glancing at all my text messages. I got a shit ton of messages from Discord, from Instagram, especially my Twitter, threads, right? And YouTube on some of my old videos. RZ, did you trade today? RZ, did you trade today? RZ, did you trade today? Um, and I responded to someone who like, I didn't trade. I didn't trade. I paper traded. I didn't want to risk my funded. And I get it. I get it. It's because of this news, right? It's because of FOMC. But guess what time is FOMC and what time is market opening? So this has nothing to do with what's going to happen in New York opening. Actually, that's going to only affect what happens just 5 minutes afterwards. Well, then President Trump literally talks 30 minutes right after that red folder news. So that's kind of what makes it, basically from, I want to say, 10 to 10:30 a.m. and after that for the remainder of New York session. Basically the ending, the closing of New York shift or New York opening shift. Not really the best session to trade because of this news for today, given these events. Now, I still show up to trade, guys. People I know who are actually decent traders, people who have funders, people who probably got payouts, paper trader today, demo trader, and they made some excuse. I wasn't feeling today. Oh, we got FOMC today. That's bullshit, right? Even when I'm bleeding through my cunt, I still fucking trade. But you know what? Because I had a monster day on Monday, and this is even more of a reason to show my legit, and that I'm transparent. Even though I had a monster day on Monday, the biggest and the best day on anywhere in this account, just check this journal out. I still came yesterday. Yesterday I took a first was a win, then second was a loss. I was up basically break even, green on the day yesterday. Sure, I don't care about my win streak. Yes, I was at a 9 day win streak today. If I did green or if I recoup my loss, could have been 10 days. Sure, I don't care about that. I took a loss. That's okay. I took two losses back to back. That's okay. But you know what? I kept seeing setups. I stuck around. I kept asking myself, "Am I? Is this the point that you're gonna get on tilt?" I didn't feel that way, but I, I felt like I had a good edge today compared to yesterday. Um, I honestly feel like I understand what it did over here, and it kind of upset me because if we just look what she did, look at this. New York opening literally went right below it, wicked it, and treated it as resistance. So it was the perfect zone. Again, we'll talk about it in a few seconds, but I just want to remind you guys, I am the most legit and transparent trader in this damn space. Okay, um, crazy enough that we're getting a dump here when I wanted it to hold over here, and it was holding over here for so long. This whole week after that first killer trade, I've been trying to just be patient. I've been trying to experiment patience. I've been trying to open up my trade. Again, I've been trying to experiment. I'm taking a lot lower risk trades by de-risking. And that's one thing, if you care about learning, if you care about succeeding, you're gonna show up every freaking day because win or lose, and forget the damn streak. The streak is just a bonus on top. A lot of people get fascinated or wooed about it, and then they start getting wet about it. No, 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 no. Don't get moist about it. There's no reason to, whatever about it. Fascinated, to get thrilled about it. Nope, nope, nope. That's just a bonus result of just being a good trader and following your rules. That's really what it comes down to, right? Um, I don't care. So many of these traders that you guys look up to 10, 15, 20,000 followers, 100K followers, paper, them, when they have 5 or 20, 30 fundeds, why can't you at least take the most minimum lot size on even one of those fundeds and trade? Instead, paper traded today, bro? You demo traded today? Wow. And then he was like, boom, bang, I got it. I am the GOAT. I am the GOAT. You're stupid. That's what you are. You're stupid. You're fucking birria. I would eat you. Anyways, I eat these fuckers for breakfast, yo. Anyways, going back to the chart, you saw exactly what I wanted to see. I wanted to see basically a hold over there. I wanted to see a reaction from the zone, and we did get that. We got that. So it was actually, I expanded it afterwards, but it was literally, I was looking to the left. Let's expand it. Basically, it was right here. It was actually right there. Right there, right? Because we held this as resistance. We treated this as resistance on Monday, my monster day. Coming back over here, let me just rewind it just so you guys can see it. Let me show you guys in a 1 minute time frame just so you guys can also get it too. We actually were, look at this, look at this. You cannot tell me that this was not looking like a perfect buy. So she literally pushed up. She was actually holding over here for almost 5 minutes, and then I just put my buy stop order. I put my buy stop order like this. This candle at 619 had literally just shot up like 20 points. I got filled. I honestly might have seen like nothing more than like 2 points in profit. Really, that trade never saw any light of day. But honestly, it's fine because by the time I got filled, she was holding the top, maybe literally right above this wick over here. I wasn't drawdown, and then when she came, literally I put my stop losses right below the zone. Hence that loss. Yes, there was a loss bigger than what I intended, but you know what? Again, my goal is to, regardless of, even if this whole week is supposed to be red, God forbid, but even if I was supposed to be red this whole week after Monday, I don't want to risk anything more going backwards than Monday's trade. I don't meaning I don't want to use I want to use Monday's profit to cruise through this week's trade. I want to risk nothing more than that $521 as my risk per trade, and per day, right? So that's my weekly loss. That's this worth's week worth of stop loss. I cannot, even $521.26. That's not gonna be acceptable, because then that basically wiped out this whole week's worth of profits, this whole week's worth of greens, right? So that's my mental for this week. Funny enough, when we broke right below it, we literally just came all the way down, and I was like, you know what? Honestly, she was holding over here for so long. It made perfect sense, especially, guys, if we just do that, if we just extend it, basically every time it came over here, bounce, 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 right? So now then I was like, okay, put a buy over here. Again, I'm not a market buy, so I don't click just buy. That was a buy stop. I got filled as she came all the way down, and I was like, oh my fucking god. So those were my two first losses. And notice how I lowered my lot size, right? So I was really confident of that trade, and I was really confident that today was gonna be a bullish day. So honestly, even with seeing what I saw, and I knew that basically we were right there holding exactly at a very crucial zone as soon as I came pre-market. It's just huge wick to the upside. I wanted to see it break high. I know I say this a lot on my YouTube. I don't ever want to chase trades, but we basically been doing this, doing this, doing this. Came up. Ideally, I wanted to see it hold this over here and push up above this wick, and I really thought we could do that. And I thought maybe we could reverse right here, right. Okay, basically right here. So that was my goal. Honestly, today's trade taught me, and this is just something you guys don't understand. When you show up every day, you put your heart on a platter and give it to somebody. A lot of people are saying that, nice people, nice guys finish last, but at the end of the day, they get exactly what the fuck they want. And this is what I want. I want to learn, I want to succeed. So to even be down at one, okay, to be down at one point, 300 and say $68, that was honestly, that was fine. That was fine to be down negative 368. The only thing that did hurt me, though, negative 368, I was down to almost like 1780 in profits. So that was at one point basically chewing almost, just it almost chewed all of this. It chewed more than half of, again, whatever I wanted to risk for this whole week, in terms of drawdown and stop loss. So, but that's okay, and I make peace with that, because I came to the markets thinking that, and I wanted to hit the gas. I was thinking maybe if I just take 11 lots like Monday, I could easily make another four, five, six, $700, right? What you don't understand that, or what you don't understand is that if you're gonna be taking a lot size to make that type of profit, you should at least spare 50% of that, and think half of that could also be basically your stop loss. Half of that should be basically your loss. You know what I mean? For every dollar you go up, there's also going to be 50, 75, maybe a full dollar that's going to be back in drawdown, or straight up you're going to lose it. So it's not always going to be a green day. It's not always going to be a red day. You just have to kind of look on a positive note and just do whatever feels and whatever seems the best. Again, that's I pray. I've been talking a lot lately about a worthy loss. Today was a worthy loss. I'm not talking about this, guys. I'm not talking about the end results. I'm not talking about this. And I didn't spin out. This trade was absolutely bonkers. At one point, she was up $150 and fucking came down and it did hit my stop loss. But at one point, I got stopped out due to slippage. She should have today. This week, I should say, US 30 has been fucking up a lot of people. Not just US 30, NAS as well. I've been seeing a lot of people get murdered by NAS. But at the end of the day, they follow the worst and the dumbest traders. They follow traders, again. All these people trade demo or paper. I mean, they have fundeds. There's no lie on that. I'm sure. But those are the traders who traded today, who probably made some type of profit using fake money. And here's the thing, when you're in a fake trade, fake account, paper account, demo trading, I don't know which account you took a loss on, which account you traded, and which trades you took on which account. So you just want to grow your reputation. You want to bullshit your way to the top. You can't do that, right? Now, and everybody might say this be a demo account. I'm not going to be risking basically a 212. First of all, I show my deposit. Secondly, I'm not going to be spending this much time on a demo account. Just think. Just use your little Peter Pan brains, okay? So, again, at one point she did curl back up. I want you guys to look at this. She literally wicked this. This is when I was like $150, $160 up. I put my stop loss here and she came back down. Luckily I got out. I don't know if I took another buy. I'm pretty sure I took another buy. No, I didn't. And then she just ripped face. So this last trade over here, I was in it for a fat minute. That was like almost 20 minutes or 17 minutes, 18 minutes exactly of a trade, because I knew we were holding over here for so long. And if we just extend this, yeah, again, guys, you just have to look to the left, right? You just have to look to the left. So this support, resistance, right? So I put my stop loss. This one, you saw my entry. I just put my stop loss right over there, just right on top of the wicks. Lucky enough, 3 times I was in profit, but if I just show you in a 1 minute time frame, just to show you everything again, I entered literally right here. So I was in profit, and this is where I took, I think, a little bit lower. It had to go. No, I definitely didn't hold that. I was already out by then. I think I got out profit right here, and I just trailed my stop loss below those lows. So give or take something around that. I mean, I don't use the 1 minute time frame. I use the 15-minute time frame. So to jump on a different time frame for me is it's just a little hard navigation. But I don't know why we held support over here. To be honest, that was a very weird one. Roller coaster of a day, but at the end of the day, when you show up and when you trade everything to the best of your ability, you have nothing but lessons to learn. And the biggest lesson, I still have yet to sit on my charts, and I still have things to calm down or to take care of. But once I calm down and everything, and once I finally can relax, I want to look at this trade. I'm just gonna save this. I want to just look at this trade. Actually, I shouldn't have saved it because it's already saved. Doesn't matter. I want to look at this trade and I want to understand exactly how I could have been better, because sometimes patience isn't key. And I don't know how you guys deal with, or how you guys want to be so patient and why you want to be so patient. Because first of all, this week I've been trying to be patient and I feel like it's really been holding me back. So to take small lot size, in other words, swing trading, it's a style of swing trading, to basically lower the the lot size. So you're lessening the risk, but then you want to take 60, 70, 90 pointer, 100 plus pointer trades. You're going to be sitting in it for a long time. And I just realized I gave it a shot yesterday, I gave it a shot today. I'm not going to be doing it again. It's honestly my biggest mistake. So what could have been I feel like when it came in terms of recouping my loss, which I'm not even at all thinking about, because once I got it back to above $1,920, $1,920, I was like, I'm okay with it. Once I got this trade, everything else just felt like, like it's okay. So, not to mention, this was the trade. At the most, she was in drawdown, negative $40. Just 11, 12 points in drawdown, which is it should be okay to anybody. This trade, never in drawdown. However, that was a good entry point. However, she just wouldn't fucking go. It was literally up 10 points. So I never wanted to profit at 20. I wanted to see it pump. Right? Because I got in a buy. I wanted to see it pump over here. If I just show you, I wanted to get in a pump, but she basically was stuck over here, and I was like, well, is she holding a damn resistance over here? But it just made no sense. We should be, if anything, we should be basically pumping. We should be pumping from this area. So anyways, long video, very necessary video. I'm the most transparent trader. I don't care who says what. I'm not ashamed to show my losses. I'm not ashamed to show that I broke my 9-day win streak. I am not afraid at all to even trade on one lot and basically make $40-50, or to be that much in red, which today I took 5 trades, 5 lots on my first trade, tried to hit the gas, and it just didn't work out. I'm not scared to admit it. I'm not scared to put on the internet. I'm not scared to show nobody. Okay? That's why people fuck with me. So anyways, peace, love, and cheers. Thank you.